We love the story of starting with nothing. It is one of our most cherished cultural myths. The lone genius in the garage, the immigrant with only the clothes on their back, the entrepreneur who maxes out a credit card to build an empire. It is a narrative of pure, unadulterated grit, a testament to the idea that anyone can pull themselves up by their bootstraps if they just want it badly enough. It is also a lie, a seductive, powerful, and often dangerous lie. The truth is, no one, absolutely no one starts with nothing. The myth deliberately obscures the invisible capital, the silent scaffolding, the unearned windfalls that make every rags to riches story possible. When we perpetrate this lie, we don't just misinterpret success, we burden it with a crushing weight of unrealistic expectation and unfair judgment. Let's dissect this fiction. What does this nothing so often conveniently exclude? Number one, the capital of community. Nothing really means no family, no friends, no network. It ignores the cousin who gives you a place to sleep rent free for a year, the friend who connects you to your first investor, the parent who watches your kids while you work late. This is not nothing. This is a safety net of immense value. It is the capital that allows for the risk, that catches you when you fall. True nothing is profound isolation, and no empire is built from that place. Number two, the currency of knowledge. Nothing often ignores a free public education, access to a library, or the osmosis of growing up in a household where books and big ideas were present. It overlooks the parents who taught you how to balance a checkbook or the mentor who explained how to negotiate a contract. This inherited knowledge is a fortune. Starting with actual nothing means no literacy, no numeracy, no framework for how the world works. Number three, the privilege of a platform. Nothing frequently masks the advantage of being in the right place at the right time with the right appearance or the right accent. It ignores the privilege of being able to fail without catastrophic consequences. To have a rock bottom that is merely a temporary setback rather than a life ending catastrophe. For some, a failed business means moving back in with parents. For others, it means homelessness. These are not the same starting line. Number four, the inheritance of infrastructure. The entrepreneur in the garage didn't pour the concrete for that garage. They didn't wire it for electricity, lay the pipes for water, or build the roads that lead to it. They are standing on a colossal centuries old public investment. The internet, the highway system, the electrical grid, the rule of law. This is the foundational platform upon which all modern enterprise is built. To call this nothing is an act of profound historical amnesia. So why does this myth persist so stubbornly? Because it serves a purpose. For the successful, it burnishes the legend. It transforms a story of hard work combined with immense good fortune into a superhero's origin story. It is more gratifying to be a self-made titan than to admit you are the beneficiary of countless visible and invisible ants. For society, it is a convenient fiction. If we believe everyone starts with nothing, then we can comfortably attribute failure to a lack of character. Poverty becomes a moral failing, not a systemic outcome. It lets us off the hook for building a more equitable society. Why change the rules of the game if we believe the playing field is already level? The alternative to this lie is not cynicism. It is not to diminish anyone's hard work, sweat, or brilliance. Hard work is non negotiable, but it is to recognize that hard work is the engine, not the fuel. The fuel is the capital, social, intellectual, financial, cultural, and all that we are all given in widely different measures before we even begin. Now to it. What if we replaced the myth of starting with nothing with a new, more honest narrative? A narrative of starting with a different set of somethings. This reframing is everything. It fosters humility in success because you recognize the unearned advantages that accelerated your journey. It fosters compassion in judgment because you understand that the person struggling next to you may have started with a profound deficit in their somethings. And most importantly, it fosters responsibility. If we acknowledge that we all build upon a shared foundation, we have a duty to maintain and strengthen that foundation for those who come next.